Okay, so let's go to our C06. It's been a while, so let's already jump straight to our 40 tutorial folder. Let's create MCAD our C06. Let's jump straight into it. It has 4 exercises, and I will cover all of them. Exercise 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, and 0, 3. So let's go to the first one. Vim ft print program name.c. We are dealing with a program here. You should therefore have function main in your C file. Creates a program that displays its own name. So this is the only C where we won't use SVIO, we'll only use UniSTD. So let's go. We have our main function. On this main function, we are going to use 2 arguments. Our int argc and our sharp pointer argv. So this argc with the int is basically the amount of arguments we are going to use, because when we do a.out, when you're basically calling the program, we can use parameters such as we can basically write words after, like hello kid, I'm writing on the main parameters. On this case, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 parameters. So argc is equals to 9, and argv are all of the parentheses, all of the parameters are rows. So argv0 is a.out, argv1 is hello, argv2 is kids, and etc, etc. So we should display only the program's name. Well, first thing we're going to use only one variable, I'm sorry, I am confusing with the next one. And while argv of I is different, while argc is bigger than 0, and there we go, while argv on the 0, meaning only the first one of I, is different than no, well, we'll write 1, and then the argv of 0, 1, 0 I, I'm sorry, let's remember to the address 1 again, and then I plus plus. And then we will write, not on here, 1, because we will need to also do it on a break. And we return 0. So as you can see, I will print the number of the function. I'm just thinking it is weird for it to still be here. Am I missing something? Ah, the while loop, of course. Because this should only happen if the argc argument is greater than 0. There it is. And it will always be greater than 0, because the 0th value is technically the first. Pretty cool. Now, next, ft print params. So we are dealing with a program. Create a program that displays its given arguments, 1 per line in the same order as in the command line. it should display all arguments except for argv0. So vim fd print params.c include unit std int main int argc char pointer argv. So on this case, we'll use an I, which is equal to 0, which is equal to 1, I'm sorry. And then if argc is bigger than I, can already guess, because if it is bigger than 0, we simply won't print it. And while argv of I exists, we will write it. Write 1 argv of I. Now we'll simply do argv of I plus plus, and here since it's 1 per line, so like this. And then we do I plus plus, because we are iterating the here we are basically writing the word, and here we are iterating the parameter, and then we return 0. Let's compile it. argv is bigger than I, argv is different. What the? Oh, yeah, this should be argc. Did you mean to dereference the pointer? What do you mean? Did you mean to dereference? Oh, yes, I did. Sorry, yep. No, dereference, not the address. Yes, you can see, since it has no parameters, it won't write nothing. Now see, now there are params. Oh well. GCFT. See, now there are params. I am sorry. There's something like, oh, in this case we can dereference. Damn right. Alexa, stop. argc and pointer to argv of I is different than 0, write 1. argv of I, write 1, I plus plus. What the hell is going on? There are no mistakes here. See, now we are done. Oh, I think I know, but I just want to see if I am correct. Uh, pointer. While I is minus an argc. What the hell? Okay, hold up. So if argc while I isn't this just what I did? I'm fucking stupid. I have the cheats and I am already missing. This is not an if. It's a while. See, now there are params. See, now there are params. Yeah, I'm fucking stupid. Apologize for my language, but well, you already got the code. Now, ft rev params vim ft rev params.c. Let's include the union std. We are doing to create a program that displays given arguments, one per line, in the reverse order of the command line. It should display all arguments except for argv. 1, 2, okay. So, we have our main function in argc and char pointer argv. So, let's create two different functions. Two different variables, I'm sorry. I and int params. I is equals to argc minus 1. And why is it? We're gonna say it while I is greater or equal than 1, which already implies that we are working from the end to the start. We'll say that params are equal to 0, and then we do while argv of I and params are different than null. Well, we'll simply write 1 and then arg argv I and params 1 argv I params, oh sorry, on this case only params plus plus, and on this case we'll write 1, break a line, then I plus plus I minus minus, and we return 0. Internet of people, hello people of internet. Good job. So, I guess you understood it, but the argc is minus 1. Because we are going to get from because we are going to ignore the first arg, which is the arg 0. and we just inverted everything. Now we go to the last one, and the last one, it's a challenge. Create a program that displays its given arguments sorted by ask-to order. It should display all arguments except for argv. So if you remember, you are probably already familiar with the ask, so it should order the programs within the ask. And this is gonna be a very big program. So vimfd sort params.c include unistd. Well, the first thing we're going to do is we are going to compare one parameter with another, and in order to do it, we are going to use str comp char s1 and char s2. We already know it. In I is equals to 0, while s1 of I is different than null, and while s2 of I is different than null. And if s1 of I is different than s2 of I, we will return s1 of I minus s2 of I plus plus, and then at the end we return s1 of I minus s2 of I. Cool. And then after we checked, we will decide if we need to put one character before another. And well, how do we do it? We use our pretty void ft swap char arg1 and char arg2, and we are using 2 pointers because at the end on the main we already have 1 pointer, so we need 2 pointers to point to a pointer. So we'll just create an int temp, and it must have pointer, and we'll say that our pretty temp is equal to the arg1 1 pointer to arg1. A pointer to arg1 is equal to arg2, and arg2 is equal to temp. Now we did our swap. Now we need to actually go on and sort the parameters. So void ft sort arguments, just because on the cheat that we wrote arguments, int argc and char argv. Cool. Now we'll use I and j for each one of the arguments. And you're going to say that I is equal to 0. So while I is smaller than argc, because we need to know how many parameters there are, and then while j is we also have to declare that j is equal to I plus 1, and while j is smaller than argc, well, if the comparison of argv of I, yep, and argv of j, well, we'll swap them. ft swap argv of I, I'm sorry, this is confusing to me, and argv of j. And then we do j plus plus I plus plus. Now we have to print it. Int, I'm sorry, void print int argc and int arg and char argv. Again, int I and int j. I is equals to 0, while I is smaller than argc. J in this case is equal to 0 because we're going to write all of them, and while j is smaller than argc. Oh, I'm sorry, this is why I need the cheat code. And you don't need to know all the codes by heart, you just need to kind of remember the logic between them. Of course, if I were to do an exam on Pscine, I wouldn't have my cheat codes with me, but I will have time to think to myself. Here I can't think to myself, because I'm trying to do it with you and try to explain my thoughts while I do it. So we will write 1, 1, 1, dereferencing argv of I and then j, 1, j plus plus, and then we'll write 1, our break line, and then I plus plus. Yes, sir. Okay, and then we go to our main function. Int argc char argv. And look how hard it will be. ft sort arguments, argc and argv, and then we'll print it. Argc and argv. So we compile it, and it has a lot of errors. Not a lot. Yeah, we do have a lot. So chars1 and chars1 on the line 3. Okay, reasonable. On which is char. What do you mean? Oh yeah, well it will work now. And then we have temp equals. This is an int. So temp equals are 1, but it is right on the line 7. S2 is undeclared, okay, and then on the line 19, temp is equals to the pointer R1. Although, let's save it. Let's see what I did wrong. Kind of hard being stupid. And the ft swap, okay, all errors are within the ft swap. Char arg1 and char arg2. What do you mean there's something wrong? There's nothing wrong. Passing argument 1 of ft swap from incompatible pointer type argv of I. Okay. Alignment from incompatible pointer. Char. Oh, okay. Okay, I understand it now. This is a goddamn char. You golden monkey. Okay. FT swap again. Well, have all chars. At least on the lines 35. FT swap is incompatible pointer. Line 35. FT swap argv of I and argv of j. Why? Oh, because they need to, because they have a pointer. So in this case, I need to dereference them. Pretty cool. Now you're getting to a field. This is how debug feels. FT sort arguments and FT print. Warning, implicit declaration function. Oh, so I just miswrote arguments, and at the end FT print. This is FT print. Now I have it. So let's go and say hello guys, and then gays, and then goys, and then goose. So we have that isn't the opposite. A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P. I'm missing something. Probably on the sort arguments. Ah! Yep. If they are bigger than 0. Okay, beautiful. Well, there we have it. And yeah, this is C06. Hope you all understood all the concepts. Here you're just checking like, oh yeah, if one is bigger than another, we'll just swap them. And yeah, that's it. Bye.